2024 has arrived, and I'm still playing Baldur's Gate 3. Probably will still play it in the upcoming months. But for later this year, I do have a list of some upcoming games that I'm patiently waiting for. Number 8. Necrosmith 2. We're going to start off with Necrosmith 2. I've played the first game and I had a blast with it. The game is a necromancer simulator where you unleash your undead army upon the world and wreak havoc. You build your units by individually combining different parts, and depending on the parts, you can get some of the most unholy creatures, like for example, you can have an orc body with human legs, a zombie head, and lizard hands that can cast fireball spells. If you are interested in the game, you can request access on Steam and get to play the demo version of it. Number 7. Blight Survival. Okay, if you haven't seen Kingdom on Netflix, go watch it now. The premise of the show is a medieval Korea with zombies. Blight Survival is the same, but more towards the medieval Europe. The game takes place in a land between two kingdoms that are at war with each other. Within this purgatory, a new strain of blight has erupted from the remains of the fallen. This disease is rapidly spreading and turning people into zombies and strange monsters. As the people bleed, paralyzed by this war, they have turned to you, the players. Being the only ones willing, you've been tasked to venture forth and vanquish the all-consuming blight. Number 6. Frostpunk 2. Frostpunk is a strategy society survival game. As the ruler of the last city on Earth, it is your duty to manage both its citizens and infrastructure. What decisions will you make to ensure your society's survival? It is up to you to decide. I've put a lot of hours trying to survive the cold environment in the first Frostpunk game, and the second game takes place 30 years after the apocalyptic blizzard. So I cannot wait to see the new horrors that this game will bring. Number 5. Sons of Valhalla. Sons of Valhalla is a combat and base building game set in the Viking Age. Build fortress and lay siege to enemy strongholds. Gather warriors, board longboats, engage in personal combat as you raid and conquer across England. I love pixel art games, and these games give the same vibe as another amazing game I've played in the past, Kingdom 2 Crowns. If you play that game, Sons of Valhalla will be right up your alley. Number 4. Nivalis. The game is basically a cyberpunk world, but the focus is more on the business and the management than on the combat. Grow your business, manage restaurants and nightclubs, make friends or enemies, customize your apartments, go fishing and maybe even find love. Nivalis is a city that stretches from the ocean all the way to the clouds. The game promises that your choices matter, so I cannot wait to explore and create my own story in this new cyberpunk world. Number 3. Hades 2. Hades is a roguelike dungeon crawler where you defy the god of death as you hack and slash your way out of the underworld. This game is simply beautiful, and I personally sink over 200 hours in the first Hades, as I love the Greek mythological underworld that it has to offer. Hades 2 is a direct sequel to the events of the first game, where you battle beyond the underworld using dark sorcery and take on the Titan of Time. I can't wait to sink hundreds of hours into this game as well. Number 2. Elden Ring Shadows of the Erdtree. Firstly, I was not a fan of the Dark Souls games, but when Elden Ring was first released in early 2022, I gave it a try, and what it gave me was simply breathtaking. The world, the combat, and the unique encounters made this one of my top 5 favorite games of all time. For those who are interested, I will probably make a future video with my top 5 games, but for now I just want to say that in 2022 I've only played Elden Ring, as I couldn't have enough of this game. I've put over 500 hours in this game only in 2022, and I really cannot wait to see what the new expansions Shadow of the Erdtree will bring. Now, number 1. I could say that Elden Ring should take this place, but Shadow of the Erdtree is just an expansion and not a full game. Who knows, maybe the developer From Software will deliver an expansion as big as the main game, but we shall see. For now, my number 1 upcoming game is Gothic 1 Remake. If you haven't played the old Gothic games, mainly the first and second one, you might not feel the same as me, but for me the Gothic series was the best medieval fantasy games of my childhood. Finding out that they will make a remake of the first one gave me sparkling eyes, a blast from the past. Gothic 1 remains a classic that has influenced the RPG genre since its release in 2001. The premise of the game is simple. You are thrown into a giant medieval fantasy prison, and with your back against the wall, you have to survive and form alliances until you can finally escape. This prison is a giant valley full of castles, different factions battling for domination. For me, the world and the characters is what made this an unforgettable masterpiece of a game. And that is it, my friends. My top upcoming games of 2024. What do you think? Do you have some other amazing games that you feel I should include in my list? If yes, let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, consider subscribing. Thank you, and I'm out.